But this band's called MM3. These guys are getting better and better every time I hear them. This song's called No One's Fault But Mine.
Mm-hmm.
Indie Music Live, episode 47. We're triple streaming on Periscope, YouTube, and Facebook. Periscope didn't work out tonight, but we're going to work on that little technical glitch. But we are on YouTube, and that's really, really cool because that not only saves me some time, but it allows you a different place to watch our beautiful faces.
True.
So again, thank you for Izzy for hanging out with us tonight. She took off. But that was MM3, No One's Fault But Mine. This band's grown on me over the last couple of years because I've actually worked with them when I believe my business was Joe Sarah Inc. And they're growing. You and I were kind of talking about it on the back end there. There's a lot of good moments. They still have a lot of growing to do, I think, as far as like a band and gelling. Even in the recording, you notice a little bit of guitar, some of the guitars. The overlays or the stacks may have been slightly off. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. But there's a lot of good moments. The riffs and stuff are getting a lot better and heavier. I would just say maybe on the verses, fill it out a little bit more too, because it just going from just clean to distortion all the time. Mm-hmm. I could use some spaciness in there somewhere, So.
Yeah. So let me adjust my toupee here for a second. No, there was a few periods where it felt like the guitarist and the drummer were playing to a different click track.
Kind of fighting, yeah.
Yeah, it was fighting, yet they weren't. It's not like they're bad players, It's just like the drum. It was on timing the entire song, and in terms of the drumming, I would look for there's like no rolls, there's no fills, like there's no transition. It's just that same consistent beat, but it's on time, and that's more than you can say for a lot of drummers, because a lot of drummers, just especially indie, just kind of waver a lot. But he was right on. But yeah, like the guitarists, it's almost like they were just playing to their own specific click, and they weren't even listening to the other members of the band. So there was periods where it felt off. Mm-hmm. And it's really unique in that sense because they're not lacking in skill. I like the voice. I felt like he was maybe holding back a little. I was waiting for him to just like rip it out. But yeah, man, this feels like it's close. Like they're still searching. They're searching for their true vibe, or just to like really gel together. So when I hear that, I always go to just age. You know, I would just assume that they have not been playing. Like
they're a little bit older.
Yeah, you hear that type of sound in this recording. It's like, do you think they've been playing together for 10 years? No way. Like you don't hear that 10-year tightness with them. You hear that maybe it's been like a year or so, but they have the skill, and once they really gel, I think it's going to be a cool sound. So
yeah, I think production has a lot to do with them too. I think that if they had the right person being their producer, you know, and maybe taking the reins so they can focus on the playing. I feel like they're one of those bands. I just get this vibe. They're one of those bands that does everything themselves. You know, and you know how tough that can be. Like, you know, it's good to have that outside ear or that outside influence on what you're talking about. So